back to Coaches. Last week, we talked about the importance of using effective commands. Commands that are short, to the point, that tell the child what to do rather than what not to do. Take a few moments in your group and discuss some ways that you notice this strategy working for your child this week.
Wow, good. You've done a really good job. Your teacher said you haven't had a behavior referral in 3 weeks. That's really good. I'm proud of you, son. Look at this. She says that, wow, you've learned how to raise your hand when asking questions. You followed all the rules. Really proud of you. It looks like we've decided that we're going to take this goal off your DRC. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Good job and congratulations. I'm proud of you.
You've been using the daily report card for a while now. Take some time in your group and discuss the advantages of using the daily report card to manage your child's behaviors in school. How's it working for your child? One of the things that parents have the hardest time getting their kids to do is homework. Today we're going to talk about 3 strategies that will help both you and your child be successful during homework time. The first thing we're going to talk about is organization. Because homework is probably the most unfun thing your kid has to do all day, it's really important to set them up for success from the start. Organization involves things like making sure your child has a regular routine place to complete his or her homework, away from distractions like the TV, making sure that that space has all the supplies your child needs to complete homework, whether that's pens, pencils, binders, notebooks. Third, making sure that the first minute of homework time is spent creating a plan for how you're going to do homework. For instance, maybe I'll tackle math first and then do social studies. Fourth, get into the habit when the homework is done, it goes right in the book bag. I think it can be really frustrating for a lot of parents if their child completes the homework but it never makes its way to school. One way to get rid of that is to make sure that we get in the habit of putting the homework, the minute it's finished, back into the book bag. Let's watch one family who's working on homework time and think about how they might need to use some organizational strategies. If they're doing good things, try to think about what's working. If they're not doing such good things, try to think about what you might do differently.
Hello? Yes, this is him. No, we can't do that tomorrow. I think we have soccer practice tomorrow. Nora, don't we have soccer tomorrow?
Yes, from 7 to 7:45.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. What about Friday? Do you think that would work? Wait a second. Tom, do you have scouts on Friday or not?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, you have that field trip Friday after school.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no. No, I won't be able to do it then. Maybe we can get together on Saturday morning with the kids then. Okay. All right, yeah, sure. Take it easy. Bye. Is this almost ready?
No, I've got a lot more stuff I gotta get done.
Okay, we'll get the table set. Thomas, you gotta scoot over because this is Mary's spot.
Thomas, did you pack your gym bag for tomorrow?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You forgot it last time.
Yeah.
And did you remember to ask your teacher about the project that's due next week?
Yes.
What did she say?
Scoot over. Mary's gonna be mad if her stuff isn't in her usual place.
What did you notice about this family's approach to homework time? Did they make mistakes? What are the consequences of those mistakes? What might you do differently? playing video games, going outside, coloring, or playing with their friends, homework is pretty unappealing. The second strategy you can use to try to help your child get through homework time is called a when then, if then, or first then phrase. Examples of this type of phrase include when you finish your homework, then you can go outside. If you do your chores, then you can play with your friends. First you do your homework, then you can watch TV. Let's watch one family trying to get through homework time and think about times that they might need to use this strategy.
Hey, Dad.
Welcome home, kiddo.
I'm really hungry.
Well, don't you got some homework to do?
Yeah, but can I please eat first?
Alright, let's get you a snack.
Okay. Hey, Dad. Can I come outside? My friend Alexia out there.
You still got homework to do.
I know. Please, though.
Yeah, but make it like 15 minutes because you just gotta finish up your homework tonight, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Time for dinner yet?
Wow, it's getting late. Yeah, it is time for dinner. Did you get that homework finished up from earlier?
No. I actually need some supplies for my homework for a diorama for school.
What? We gotta go to the store. It's already getting late and we gotta do dinner. Alright, get your stuff. We gotta go.
Okay.
Take a moment to discuss in your group what might have gone wrong in this example. Think about what might the consequences be for this family in the long run, or for this child in school or home or in other places. let's watch another family try to manage homework time and see if they're using more successful strategies.
You got some homework tonight?
Yeah, I have some math homework and I need some supplies for a diagram I'm gonna make in a shoebox and stuff.
Okay. Well, I got you a snack out already, so if you want to get started on your homework, I'll go pick you up the stuff for your diorama.
Okay. I just saw Alexia outside. Can I go play with her?
When you get your homework finished, then you can go play with her. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thanks for getting started on your homework right away.
You're welcome, Dad.
Hey, kiddo, how you making out with your homework?
I have one more problem left. You want to check it for me?
Sure.
Here.
Let's see.
Sorry.
Everything looks good. You want, you can go outside and play with your friends until you're finished up with your homework.
Thank you, Daddy.
You're welcome. Great job getting it all done.
Now that you've watched that example, try to think about what was different about this family's approach and what are the advantages to the strategies that they used. Strategy that can help you be successful at home is called the transitional warning. Children often have a hard time going from something they really like watching TV or playing video games, to something that's not so great, like getting ready for bed. One way to help set our children up for success in this moment is to give them advance notice of the switch before it occurs. This way, they have more time to get ready for the switch and prepare for it when it comes. A transitional warning can look like, in 10 minutes, it will be time for bed, and the show will have to go off. Parents can even set a timer to keep themselves accountable to this 10-minute mark. Let's watch one family trying to get ready for bed and see how they might need to use this strategy.
All right, it's time for bed.
After watching that clip, what do you think might have gone wrong in that situation? What are the consequences of this father's actions?
In 5 minutes, the show's ending. You gotta go to bed.
But Dad, can't I just watch one more?
We agreed 8:30 is bedtime. In 5 more minutes, this is done, and it's time for bed.
Okay.
All right, it's been 5 minutes. Time for bed. I hope your show was good.
It was. Can you walk me upstairs?
Of course, let's go.
Think about that interaction you just saw. What were the advantages to the approach that this parent took? How might this strategy help the parent manage his or her own stress in dealing with the rest of the evening? about to head over to the soccer game. Before you go, try to think about some times that you might use some of the strategies we just discussed to help your child be successful. For instance, maybe your child has a really hard time at the end of the day transitioning out of the soccer game and into the car. Maybe you could use a transitional warning to say, in 5 minutes, we're going to have to stop playing in the gym and you're going to have to get in the car and go home. That might help them be successful at the end of the game. After the game, try to think about ways you might use the strategies we just learned about at home. Next week, we'll check back in and see how it went.